Welcome to Indigos Gaming, and welcome to a match of Starcraft 2, played by people that are way better than me. Landing in the bottom right corner on the map Death Aura, the Red Terran, the Mechanical Master. It is INnoVation. And his opponent, spawning into the upper left corner, the blue Zerg, who has been known to reach levels of APM higher than most metal leagues combined. It is Reynor. Quite excited to see this. Both players relative titans in their own field. INnoVation's been in the game since the start in championship levels, and Reynor, one of the newer names, but quite dominant on the European scene. Easily one of the top 5, even top 3 Zergs in the world. Both players not known for doing anything really tricky though. They're not cheesy players. They know how to have a good, bloody, long macro game, and I quite hope that's what's in store for us today. Both players looking to open up standard right now. Typical hatch gas pool for Reynor. Probably going to want to get Zergling speed, as he is so famous for his Zergling run-bys. INnoVation throwing down that natural hatchery right as the Reaper is coming out now. Orbital command finishing up, so nothing out of the ordinary just yet. Great shot of that mule coming down. Never get enough of that animation. Scouting SCV coming in now, just checking for that natural hatchery. INnoVation just wanted to see, did Reynor expand? Know that nothing crazy is coming out of Reynor this early on. And indeed, nothing crazy. Queens, safety Zerglings, that Reaper making his approach. Checking for a third base. No, nothing crazy here. Let's see. Is anything going to get done? Now remember, this is an INnoVation Reaper. Much less scary than a Clem Reaper, but might still get something done. Queen out to put it to a stop before anything even starts. Reynor will be having none of his shenanigans today. Safety Zerglings positioned on the high ground. Beautiful block of that Reaper. Reaper could not even move. Reynor probably going to want to put a couple creep tumors down at the start, and I'm sure INnoVation would love to snipe them, but I don't think that's going to happen. Queens, don't go too far off the creep. Nice lair timing coming out of Reynor, about 3:30. Might be looking to get into lair tech a bit earlier in this game. Factory did finish up and did a switcheroo on that barracks to start making Hellions. Starport finishing up now, and INnoVation went for a very quick 3rd CC. So definitely planning for that long game here. As Reynor has not seen much out of INnoVation here, just those scouting units, but I'm sure he suspects nothing too crazy is coming just yet. Bane Nest did get thrown down, so that will be the tech of choice coming out for Reynor right now. Not going to be roaches, but the ever so fearsome Baneling. I'm curious about INnoVation's eventual tech choice here. Is it going to be bio? Is it going to be mech? Reynor threw down that Bane Nest before really getting to see what's going on. Viking harassing the poor innocent Overlord here. Overseer now going to come in and scout, see that these are extra barracks being built. Oh, how much vision did Reynor actually get there? I'm curious, but first, these Hellions. Queen's meeting them at the door to put any damage to rest. Reynor, how much did he see? So he did get to see these extra barracks being built, along with the barracks and tech lab. Viking trying to deny any map vision it can. Meanwhile, these Hellions do get a couple three creep tumors, actually. Oh. Excellent Baneling connection there. 3 Banes to kill quite a few of those Hellions. Let's see, 4 Hellions died to that, and it says 1 Baneling. There were definitely more than 1 Baneling there, but certainly a nice trade for Reynor. INnoVation lost a lot of his map control right there, and he loses the Viking too. Oh no. So now INnoVation has really nothing that can sit out on the map. Reynor going to be free to make drones, probably take a 4th base, and spread creep to his heart's content. INnoVation, though, not backing down. More barracks coming up. Medevacs are ready to go. We might see some drop action here. And what do I see? Spire. Mutalisks finishing up now. So Reynor is going for that excellent Zergling Baneling Muta composition. Definitely can be useful against Terran, but requires a lot of micro. I definitely do not trust myself with this, but I'm sure everyone knows Reynor more than capable of handling it. Muta's going to be staved off just now, though. That 3rd CC did get put down. Missile turret put up preemptively. Muta's still circling, though. Definitely would like to keep INnoVation on his side of the map so that Reynor can have free reign over the hatcheries. I see the 4th base did go down for Reynor. And +1 finishing up for INnoVation as we speak. Reynor's is quite a bit far behind, so he'll need to be careful. These upgraded Marines can actually shred Mutas quite well. Picking off a few SCVs, building supply depots, definitely annoying. What's going on back at home for Reynor? Bane's speed finishing up right now. More Mutas coming up, and +1 attack for these Mutas should be done pretty shortly. Even throwing down that 5th base. Reynor confident in keeping INnoVation pinned on these 3 bases. But INnoVation, doing a little bit of adapting here, recognizes the amount of Mutas as a potential threat, switching into Drilling Claws, Thors, Widow Mines. Definitely a choice I can agree with. Creep spread looking good. He's got the defensive highway set up already to his 5th base here. +1 attack did finish up for those flyers, and INnoVation faking everyone out with a drop. Little mini-map indicator can show when a drop is being started. Units get loaded in, but INnoVation deciding not to move out and drop, and I can semi-agree with that because of the presence of the Mutas. Widow Mines are out on the field now. Reynor does know about it. He sniped the one before it fired. But he'll definitely have to be careful with those Mutalisks. Mutas, of course, very strong when they are dominant in their area, but splash damage units like Widow Mines, like Thors, can definitely ruin a Muta's day. Mutas are very high risk, high reward. They are fragile but deadly. Oh, great Thor shot on a lot of those Mutas. Thor cannot just one-shot Mutas outright, but it can hit a lot of them. Zerglings and Banelings coming in here. Oh, pick up the units, but I'm not sure that was the best of moves, actually. Lost the Thor in the medevac right away. INnoVation trying to set up a flank here, but Reynor recognizing that and just backing out. definitely can fight better on the creep, though. INnoVation might be looking to clean up that creep. Oh, Widowmine connection, not too great just yet, but there are more waiting. Meanwhile, the mutas coming around. Sniping add-ons, connections in the center of the map here. Not good enough. There's too much Terran here. Creep likely going to get cleaned up. Not enough Banes to connect here. Mutas did get some damage done in the main. A few add-ons sniped, but having to back off now. Meanwhile, Reynor remaxing on that Zergling Baneling. +2 did finish for INnoVation. Meanwhile, not done yet for Reynor. So these fights are definitely going to be an uphill battle. Oh, Widowmine connecting. Banelings everywhere. Reynor is pushing the Terran forces back, but lost a lot of the creep in the process. And creep is a big part of TVZ, because the Terran doesn't want to step too far onto creep and give the Zerg an advantage. But if the creep line gradually recedes towards the Zerg, then the Terran can make more progress in later pushes. For those of you out there that are saying, why is he killing the creep? To help himself out later, of course. I like the addition of Marauders in here. Marauders able to soak those Bane hits a lot better than Marines can. As present there, Marauders took the Baneling hits and the Marines in the back are still alive. Well, not anymore. Meanwhile, Zergling run by, Mutas at the 4th base, Zerglings in the 3rd on hold position and not doing too much there. Meanwhile, Thor micro. Didn't think Thors could be micro, did you? INnoVation showing otherwise, and then abandoning the Thors. The Mutas in the main, Mutas in the 4th. 27 SCVs did go down to those Zerglings and Mutalisks there. Changelings. Bunch of changelings here. Hold the Banes. Run, Marines. INnoVation trying to make a push against this 6th base. Well, not anymore. 6th base is gone, while he's taking his 5th. Muta's gonna swing back in, but I think there's too much Terran here. Snipes the turret, so that is helpful. INnoVation gonna have to rebuild that turret in order to maintain some safety. Reynor recognizing that INnoVation may have just taken that 5th base, moving everything to the left side of the map now. Meanwhile, INnoVation just going up the center. Oh, Muta's definitely getting that base. Meanwhile, INnoVation gets set up in the center of the map here. And another Zergling run by in here. A lot of Terran on standby though, definitely be able to hold that off. Not this base though. INnoVation takes out Reynor's 4th base. But losing his own 4th base in the process. What a game, my goodness. And the amount of medevacs here. INnoVation with 16 medevacs. That is a healthcare for all program going on. 14 more SCVs went down. The Bane Nest. That's huge for INnoVation. Reynor gonna have to rebuild that Bane Nest. Setting up a flank, Ultras did get produced, and a lot of Banes still left over. Mutas come home to defend, and it looks like Reynor is gonna clean that up. Just medevacs left over. What a healthcare program. Oh, don't speak too soon. Oh, the Widowmine gonna stave those Mutas off. Really, INnoVation? More medevacs? He lost some in that fight, but reinforcing with 4 more medevacs, bringing him up to 14 total. More SCVs going down, and INnoVation stepping very far onto creep here. I'm a little nervous about this with only 4 unestablished Widow Mines. Ooh, great Widow Mine shot, but detonating a lot of those Banes. Meanwhile, Muta's in the main. Did that command center get taken down? Or I think it just flew. Actually, I think the main base flew over to the 4th. But still, so many SCVs lost. Reynor did clean up that push against his 7th base. 7 bases, good lord. You Zerg players and your expandability. Muta's doing a lot of harassment in here. Cleaning up those Widow Mines, good for Reynor. My goodness, how many workers have been killed? 72 workers killed for Reynor. That is a lot of SCVs. INnoVation down to only 24 total workers and dropping. Things are not looking good for INnoVation here. Zerglings come into the 3rd base. Definitely going to stop any mining going on there. Muta's distracting the army while the Ultras come in for the kill. And I called it. Reynor taking the game. Relentless aggression. Really on both sides of the map. INnoVation did a good job sniping some of those outlying bases, but just didn't have enough of a real backbone in that army. Widow Mines were doing some good in trading against those Zerglings or Banelings. I would have liked to see some siege tanks in there to really help set up against those bases. But great job to Reynor taking out way too many workers throughout the game thanks to that Muta harassment. Did you enjoy the game? What do you think INnoVation could have done differently to help out with those pushes? Siege tanks? Liberators? SCV pull? You let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.